Well, the 2000 and 2001 Lakers, the best team of all time. Tyronn Lue. I finally got wind of his episode on All of the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and he was asked about who was the best team of all time, and his response was his Lakers, year 2000, year 2001, who featured Shaq and Kobe, and obviously won the championship, right? So a few teams came to my mind when I was like, could the Lakers actually beat them? And for example, the Bulls, the best version of the Bulls came to my mind, and I thought that I would pick the Bulls. Doesn't matter the year, but whatever is the best version of the Bulls version these versus these Lakers, I would pick him just off the fact that they had a freaking flawless roster and they would have the best player out there. Plus, they could switch Mike and Scotty on Kobe, so maybe stifle him a little bit. So I like the Bulls, although Shaq would be a problem, obviously. Then I thought, about the Celtics from back in the days, the Lakers from back in the days, and I was like, I'll still pick the Lakers, the 2001 against these guys. But one team that was very interesting, a very interesting matchup in my opinion, was the Golden State Warriors of 2016 to 2017, the first year of KD, who just ran through the West and ran to the championship, man. And I like this matchup. And even the players, they seems to be pretty fascinated with this matchup because I've seen Shaq chimed in on it, saying that he believes the Lakers would take this easily just because no one could guard him. I saw Stephen Curry talk about this and say that he likes his Warriors. Same with Draymond Green. We never got a chance to hear Kobe speak on that, but we know how Kobe would have felt, right? So let's get into it. So just for context, the Lakers, 2000 and 2001. So obviously led by Shaq and Kobe, both made All-NBA, both made All-Star. Shaq was first team, averaging 28 points, 12.7 rebounds, 2.7 blocks per game. And Kobe averaged 28.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, and he was All NBA second team that year. And they still had Derek Fisher with that, dropping 11 a game. Rick Fox, 10 points. Horace Grant, almost 10 points. And keep in mind, this is in a time when teams weren't out there dropping 130 a game. So that's a lot of points that these Lakers were scoring. And defensively, they were quite formidable. Shaq was out there dominating all throughout the game. And when it was closing time, fourth quarter, Kobe would be like, "Everyone, get the fuck up out of my way. Let me handle business." And they had shooting, spacing, great coaching. Like that team was. Man. So they ran through the playoffs. They swept the Blazers in the first round. At the time, they were only playing 3 games. They swept the third seeded Kings in 4 straight games in the Western semis. Then they swept the top seeded San Antonio Spurs, which had Tim Duncan on there. And then they went in the finals and they played AI, who notoriously got 1 game when he went crazy, but then they won all 4 to capture the championship. So a fully dominant run, right? And on the other end, you have the Golden State Warriors of 2016 to 2017, who just got back from winning 73 games without KD and losing on a game winner in the finals. And real quick, I hate the fact that some people will say that, oh, they lost, so they weren't that great. Like the game 7 wasn't super close. Like these guys could, without KD, couldn't have just ran it back and won the next year. I don't know if they would have done it, but they had a chance. They were right there. They choked a 3-1 lead. So they were good enough to win. So on top of that team winning 73 games and going head to head with LeBron James and Kyrie, were walking on earth, dropping 40 back to back. They still took these guys to 7, and then they pretty much replaced Harrison Barnes for KD. That team was insane. Like I remember, I was so mad when this happened. Throughout the season, I thought they were the first seed. They were dominant, but I thought that the Cavs could still do it until the playoffs started, because these playoffs were some of the most bullshit that I remember watching. Like it wasn't even entertaining how dominant they were whooping people. Like I remember, they got the Blazers about the way in 4. They got the Jazz in the semis about the way in 4. They got the Spurs in the finals about the way in 4. Now this series could have been fun, but Kawhi got Zaza Pachulia, and once Kawhi went out, the Lakers were up big. The Spurs were actually up big, like 15 points, something like this. Warriors walked them down and got them boys about the way in 4, and that was the end of Kawhi in the San Antonio. And then they went into the finals, and the greatest LeBron James, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Shumpert, Tyronn Lue as the coach. Who else? J.R. Smith. They had a squad. Tristan Thompson, who back in the days was still, a solid player. Got them boys about the way in 5. And the only game that the Cavs actually won, they shot like an all-time record, a franchise record from 3. This should have been a sweep. Like that shit was insane. They were just the way KD and Stephen Curry were bouncing off of each other, with Klay Thompson shooting the lights out of the ball, Draymond Green still being a very good player back in the days. They had Iggy, who was still a threat defensively, could come in, make clutch shots. Sean Livingston off the bench extending the lead with that mid-range that I ain't never seen him miss in a game. Like, these Warriors were insane. So now, onto the nitty-gritty. Who do I like? These Lakers from 2000 and 2001 versus these Warriors. All of that Shaq is talking about, like, we got them boys easily. I do not believe it. First of all, I believe that whoever has the rules in their favors would win. If you allow the Lakers from 2000 and 2001 to play physical basketball, bully ball like they would back in the days against these Warriors, I'd give them the slight edge. If the refs are going to call all fouls, protect the shooters, especially protect Stephen Curry. I like the Golden State Warriors because that shooting that they had, I don't remember any team shooting the piss out of the ball like these Warriors could. That shit was so annoying because I wasn't rooting for the Warriors. I remember watching the finals being pissed. Like, come on, these guys never miss. Never miss. KD, that was prime KD offensively. So a lot of it was because he wasn't seeing doubles. So if you allow KD to go one-on-one for 48 minutes, you're in trouble. And against these Lakers, Kobe is a formidable defender. But I've seen KD shoot over Kobe before. I've seen it in the playoffs when he was on the Thunder. And this version of KD, with the fact that you still have to worry about Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, man, he would cook on the offensive end. Now they have zero, and I do mean zero answer for Shaquille O'Neal, so I don't know how they handle it. But depending on the rules, man, 3 is more than 2s. I think I like the Warriors. I could see the Lakers win still. It's definitely going 7 because they have the 2 best player on the floor. And I do mean 2. I'm not one of these guys who believe Stephen Curry is better than Kobe Bryant. No, he's not. And that version of Shaquille O'Neal that was playing in 2000 was still on the most dominant run that we've ever seen. So the Lakers could take this. But if I were to, say these guys played 10 times, I would give the Warriors 6 wins and the Lakers 4. So I like the Warriors in these. Just, again, that shooting that they had was just too much, man. Too much. Plus, I ain't never seen a team just bounce off each other just the way these guys were, because no one was really ball dominant. Usually, when you have superstars on your squad, it's a bunch of one-on-ones taking turns. You'll run a few plays for them here and there, but there wasn't really that continuity, so you really can lock in on the 2 or 3 best players, and then you don't really have to worry about the team. But these Warriors, that wasn't the case. They had obviously KD and Curry both out there dropping damn near 30, if not more, right, on great efficiency from all spots of the court. But you still had to worry about Klay. You still had to worry about Draymond, with all of these cuts, these passes and everything. You had to worry about JaVale McGee at the rim being a live threat. You had to worry about Iggy in the corner. Like, it's just too much. Too much at the same time. Plus, Stephen Curry is consistently running off screens. Then, if needed, you just post up KD and he'll get you a bucket. Like, man, yeah, I like the Warriors. That's all I gotta say. So, anyways, that's a long video, man. So, if you made it this far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, give your boy a like. and drop whoever you got in the comments, man. And I appreciate you guys for checking me out, and I'll see you boys later. Peace.